Hello and welcome to this edition of Hnn News. I'm Kelsey Veith.
And I'm Drew Barron. Our top story is all about backpacks in school.
Pillager School has a no backpack in class policy in place this entire year, but many students are wondering why, and if there's any chance the no backpack policy might be changed like the no hat policy was earlier this year.
You know, I'm really not passionate on one side of it or the other. I understand why some schools like ours have backpack policies, and I understand why some don't.
The reason for, I think as a whole throughout all schools, why it's been made and why a lot of schools have gone to this are, one, for weapons, school safety, easy to confine and hide stuff, conceal stuff, and drugs, illegal substances. That's my feeling on why they went that way.
It's really an inconvenience for a lot of people. Like me, I like to carry my stuff to my class, but now I just carry very minimal stuff that I need.
Every student here has a locker, has their own locker, a fairly decent sized locker compared to some of the schools I've been in. And so they have plenty of places to keep their stuff. They do not need to haul it around to every class.
I think backpacks should be allowed in class.
All right, and why?
Well, usually people have to bring a lot of stuff to class, and most of the time they can't carry it sometimes, and you can all fit it in your backpack, and they're not really a hazard. So
Personally, I'm glad there's a policy where you cannot conceal items. I know some schools have gone to clear and see-through bags or packs, or like kind of like a mesh style where you can see in there to make sure there's no items being transported around. I guess if they did it that way, that would eliminate some suspicion and make it easier to see in the bags and what's being hauled around.
It appears the no backpack policy will remain in effect for the time being. We'll keep you updated on any changes.
In other news, Pillager Schools will be losing two of its most loved teachers at the end of this year. Ann Hutchinson and Lisa Pettit will be retiring after 35 years in the classrooms. They will be missed.
Two of Pillager's longest-running teachers are retiring after 35 years of teaching, and here's how they feel.
I don't know if it's time yet.
I don't think it's time yet, but I just think it's time.
Yes. I told Mrs. Pettit that one thing I wanted is I still want people to be saying, oh, we love having you around. I don't want them to say, man, I wish she would leave. Let's get rid of her. How can we get rid of her?
That's our biggest fear, so we're leaving now when the getting is good.
This is how elementary principal Josh Smith feels about Mrs. Pettit retiring.
I'm excited for her. I think, I think she might have some mixed feelings. Been doing this for a long time, but I think that she's been a really valuable member of our team for a long time. I wish her well in the upcoming journey of retirement and all that she chooses to do. I'm proud of her, and like I said, just really excited for her.
This is how high school principal Jason Savage feels about Mrs. Hutchison retiring.
Well, when I got done crying, I wish her the best in retirement, of course, but if I could talk her into working a few more years, I'm still trying.
I miss teaching now, even just thinking about it. I will never be ready to not teach kindergarten, but I think if I stay where I do get to a point where I'm ready, then I probably shouldn't be here anyway.
I would agree with that 100%.
We've had lots of really good people come in to visit. Like we used to have Fireman Greg came in and visited all the time, and Officer Jeff Halverson came in for the DNR and did pelts and stuff with us, which kids always liked. And we used to go out to the Outback Ranch with Sherry, which is awesome, and Birds with Norths. So we've had a lot of fun outside things too.
When I think in my room too, we like to do a lot of those things. We go to Grandview and we have the hospitality students out working there. We get to work with the greenhouse. One of the things I love about this building is that we get to work together. Like my kids go down to the preschool and they help work, and I think it's really neat that in a K-12 building you have all those different adventures with different levels of students. So, and our community is so supportive too. We have a lot of people that have really pitched in all the way along all of our years.
Yep. And I think the other cool thing is that you get to have kids of kids, which is really fun, and you get to have whole families of kids, and you get to watch them go all the way from kindergarten all the way through. So that's cool.
Yeah, like you guys were saying, they start on her end of the building, then they make it all the way to my end of the building, and out the door they go. It's been fun to see students too that have started their own businesses or have worked in family businesses, and then we get to see those generations come back too.
Yep, and I've had teachers come here that have been students of mine and are now teachers.
People are asking, well, what are you going to do next year? And I'm thinking, well, I'm just going to, volunteer at a school, which my husband thinks is completely bonkers, but that's okay. What do they know?
Right.
Yeah. So we will definitely miss teaching for sure, all the kiddos, but we'll keep in touch. Yep.
There's no doubt it will be tough to replace Miss Hutch and Mrs. Pettit, but we will wish them all the best in their retirement.
Students helping other students. It's a great way to show our Husky pride. And in the Pillager Middle School, there is a program under the way that puts middle school and elementary students together for a unique learning experience.
Pillager has started a unique mentorship program for middle schoolers in which the middle schoolers mentor elementary kids.
We're developing our mentor program to provide an opportunity for students to positively impact other students' lives. And our goal is really to provide mentors with the leadership training in just how to build relationships and sustain relationships and positively encourage others. And in addition, we're giving them some literacy training and giving them the tools so that they can help support their buddy and help them grow in their literacy skills.
Some of the social pieces that the students are learning are things that they can't learn in the classroom. They get to experience firsthand what it's like to be a teacher and to just care for their buddy in ways that we can't just talk about. They actually get to practice it, and it's exciting to see that they're learning those skills and are aware of how other students feel and checking in with them in the mornings, even if it's not one of their buddy times, and just being aware of how people feel in Pillager and being a part of the elementary and being one of those role models for the younger students.
Not only are the elementary kids getting something from this, but the 4th, 7th, and 8th mentors are too. They're learning responsibility, among other things.
I like being a buddy because it is fun and entertaining. The kindergartners are good listeners. It has made me more responsible. It has helped me focus on getting my 4th grade work done quickly and accurately. That is why I like being a kindergarten buddy.
I've gotten much more confident after being a buddy. I've enjoyed spending time with the buddies and teaching them new things. I've gotten to know them so well over the year. I recommend other 4th graders to be a buddy next year. It is a great experience.
I would definitely recommend it. It's really fun watching the kids grow and helping them with life lessons.
I enjoy watching my buddy grow with reading and writing and just watching her grow as a person. I think that if we had more people being a mentor, then we would have less kids that needed mentoring. If the mentorship program continues to be successful, the goal is to expand to more grades.
I love seeing the little personalities in them and seeing them grow.
Would you recommend being a mentor to anyone?
Yes. It's very fun, and having a great teacher making it easier on us, and that's Miss Hall.
We're very pleased with what we are seeing as far as academic, social, and emotional growth with both our mentors and our mentees. So originally we thought maybe we would see more of the growth with just the mentees, but really we're seeing growth with both. And so we're finding that both of the individuals are growing from this experience.
It's helped me learn patience and like kind of how to take care of certain situations.
Yeah, like patience and just being able to easily connect with them and talk to them, and it's just, they're just so fun.
It's helped me with responsibility and getting my work done in class.
I have really liked being a kindergarten buddy this year. It makes me want to complete my work so I get it done, so I get to go in the mornings. I have enjoyed spending time and getting to know my buddies. I feel so excited when they learn something new. I have loved teaching my kindergarten buddy this year.
It's so wonderful to see the connections when they walk in and their buddies run up to them, and just the relationships that they're building. And there's so much to learn from becoming a leader and becoming a mentor and knowing that you're there for someone and someone counts on you and someone looks up to you and respects you. There's so much power in that, and we're just very, very proud of the work that they're doing.
Winter just doesn't seem to want to end this year, but it's been perfect weather for the events like the annual Polar Plunge. Here's more.
Well, I think the money from the Polar Plunge goes to help Special Olympics. We've always been a very, very supportive school, supportive community of Special Olympics, and plus it's a great way to kind of jump right into. Well, the first year I remember it, I believe, was 4 years ago. So I know we've been doing it for sure for 4 years.
Have you done it every year so far?
I think I missed 1 year where I did not do the Polar Plunge. Oh, it might have been the first year we had COVID.
What will you have to do if we get enough jumpers on the list?
I believe I have to put on a big blow-up cop costume and walk around the school in my big blow-up cop costume.
I like the Polar Plunge because I get to jump in cold water and do different things, and you get to do it with your friends or by yourself, and that's probably it.
Plunge is a great event for our school for students with and without a disability to come together for a common cause, and the funds of it come directly back to our school. At least 30% of it does. So it's a great way for us to get some money and be able to add more events to our current Special Olympic schedule.
Let's turn to the world of sports, where the winter sports seasons recently came to an end. For the boys basketball team, it was a season of highs and lows.
The boys basketball team has had an up and down season this year.
Well, I think the high point is always kind of a work in progress. We don't have anything major that I could consider a high point. We didn't finish nearly as well as we wanted to, but I think we got better in a lot of respects. So that's what I mean when I talk about a work in progress. We're consistently developing.
Game against Proctor. Back and forth, all game, good game. They had a good player, 37 points. I mean, really nothing we could do about him, but we fought back. Didn't score any threes that game. It was pretty good.
High point of the season was beating Proctor. That was a really fun game.
Why?
Because it was a high intense game and really showed out and balled out.
We're losing a great group of seniors this year. They will be missed.
I don't know. I don't think I'll cry, so.
It'll be sad and all, last time playing basketball with this great group of guys, but, it is what it is, it happens.
I don't really think about that too much because every year I'm coaching seniors, right? So with regards to that, yes, I do miss the individuals. As far as, being sad about it, it doesn't necessarily bother me because it's just an ending of a chapter. You know, basically the next chapter is to see what these young men are going to do with their futures and things like that. And I always look forward to that more than anything.
If you've been hearing people in the hallways humming tunes from the Disney classic Beauty and the Beast, there's a good reason. The Pillager Music and Drama Department is getting ready to present the very first high school musical in the brand new CTC Center, and the cast and crew can't wait for opening night.
This year's musical is Beauty and the Beast, and everyone is excited to watch it. We have heard great news about it and how everyone is practicing hard.
I like most to see the kids, you know, they come together, they start the project. Musical's a big undertaking. I like to see them complete that undertaking, put in the hard work, see what hard work can get them, and then that final product, it's all about growth. Probably from 6th grade till 12th grade, I was in a musical every year. I also played in several pit orchestras, you know, plus band and choir and jazz band and marching band. And
we are excited to announce that the play of 2022 will be held in our new CTC Center, and we are excited to see how it goes.
When I was younger, I was not in any theater arts. My high school didn't offer that. So my first experience actually participating in theater was when I started working at Pillager. I think the hardest part for the students is getting over the fear of being on stage, because a lot of them like to act or sing, but once they get in front of a crowd, they get a little nervous until we get through our first show. My favorite part about the musical is seeing the set and the costumes come together, because we get to rehearse with all the students, but it's not really till the end that everything comes together with the set and the beautiful costumes that we get to make, and then it becomes really fun working with our props. At first, I just wanted to be a part of something in Pillager that I thought would be fun to join and get to know the kids. And then I really got to connect with the students that were participating in the musical and work with them between the one act and the musicals. And now I just love hanging out with the kids after school and seeing them shine on stage.
I'm the Sausage Curl Girl. I joined because I like to sing, and it's better than staying at home. My favorite part is the first performance, getting ready with everyone and rushing to get our makeup done and do our hair and look perfect for everyone. It's really funny to watch a whole bunch of people try and rush through, and then we're always worried that a guy's going to walk in on us.
Buy your tickets now at the Pillager websites and come watch the play that will be held on the 8th through the 10th of April.
It looks like it's going to be a great show, Kelsey.
It should be a lot of fun. That's all the time we have for this episode of Hnn News. I'm Kelsey Veith.
And I'm Drew Barron. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.